What grows in the spring in the garden without you even having to try? This is one that's just started popping up in my garden recently. This is turmeric. Now, I know it takes 9 to 10 months until you actually get the turmeric root once all the leaves have come up and died back. But I wonder if you knew that you can actually be eating the turmeric leaves right now. Actually, as soon as they come up, so I found this one in another part of the garden. As soon as they start to come up like this, you can actually be snipping these off and using this as a leafy green. Now, of course you don't want to take all of them, otherwise you're going to be depleting the roots and not actually getting enough turmeric growing in the ground. But if you selectively take a leaf from here and a leaf from there, you can be harvesting this across all of your turmeric plants. Now, turmeric, if you're growing in a warmer climate, is just so easy to grow. You just plug a piece into the ground and it will basically just come up. It'll take 9 or 10 months, as I said, and you'll get a massive great clump underneath. You can grow it in a pot, you can grow it in the ground, you can grow it under your fruit trees, you can grow it on the edge of your vegetable garden. It's really, really adaptable. If you're in a cool climate, find a nice warm spot. Thing is, it likes to be nice and moist and nourished and mulched, but not waterlogged. So keep that in mind. And if you're in a really dry climate, make sure you find a niche that resembles something like what it likes in its natural habitat. But what do we do with this? What do we do with these leaves? Well, you can do a whole lot with them. Once they get a little bit bigger, you can use them to wrap foods. Like if you eat fish, for example, you can wrap them. But I like to actually just chop them into in a stir fry, into a soup, anything that you would use a leafy green. The very young shoots you can actually slice up finely and use in a salad. You can wrap around rice and steam it, and then the flavour goes into the rice. So anything that you would steam food, you can use it for that. If you grind this into a paste, it goes really well with things like lemongrass and ginger and chilli and kaffir lime and all that suite of plants. A really nice mix to make your own curry paste. And apparently there's a really fantastic Indian sweet. It has this wrapped around some rice and coconut and cardamom and then steamed. Sounds absolutely delicious. I might try that. As well as eating it, you can also, once it gets bigger and there's so much of it, you can use it to chop and drop in your garden if you're looking for some extra organic matter. You can also use the leaves and pound them up and make them into a paste and use it to help you if you've got some kind of sprain. The paste you can also use on your face as a beauty treatment. And in the Ayurvedic tradition, because this is originally from India, in the Ayurvedic tradition, it's used as a digestive aid, and actually eating the young leaves is talked about as being something that helps to have a clear and calm mind. So there's lots of reasons to really notice these plants that are coming up all by themselves now that spring is coming. So if there's some roots that have been left in the ground over the last winter period, you'll notice them starting to come up now. Or if you're in the kitchen and you notice one of your turmerics with a little sprout on it, take it out to the garden and plant it. Now is a particularly good time to be planting. That is, of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere. I wonder what are some of the things that you notice just sprouting up as surprises in your garden. It's such a wonderful thing to come out and think, oh my gosh, look at that. There's been a change of season, there's something new that's going on, and the gardens have a life of their own. It's a wonderful thing to be part of this living system that is a permaculture food forest. I wonder if you knew we had online courses and a whole lot of resources you can access. Just check the link in the card above. Well, I look forward to your company again in the garden on my next film. Until then, take care. See you later.